Hey, I'm Kate. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about scouting locations and finding that right light. As photographers, we go to new locations all the time, and sometimes we have time to scout ahead of time, sometimes we don't. But if you don't know what that light's doing, trying to determine where you're going to shoot your couples, how you're going to shoot your couples honestly, it can make or break your session. So I'm going to walk you through a new location today. I am at a new spot and it is absolutely gorgeous. If you take a look around here, this is someone's property, which is really cool. We're going to take a walk through. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to shoot, why I'm going to shoot it, how I find the light, what I'm thinking through, because essentially, like, if you don't have the right light, then you're going to lose your shots, or you're not getting the same vision, the same vibe. So the first thing I'm going to do when I get to location is I'm going to pull up my SunPaths app. It is a really awesome app. It's I can just check in here and I can see exactly where the sun is setting and when it's going to set. So right here, you can see exactly where that path is going to be. So I know that I have until 7:30 before that sun goes behind the trees over here. So what I'm hoping for is that the sun is going to just filter across the trees, because I'll show you in a sec here. Actually, let's go up this way. So you can see all the light is kind of filtering through all of the trees here. So anywhere we go, we're all of a sudden going to get different patches of sun. And most photographers, you're looking for the shade. You're looking for the edge of the light, because the edge of that light, as soon as you got the sun, that's when you're going to get the highlights and the golden sort of vibe that we're going for. So you can see over here how the trees they're opening up. So I think we will get more light in here. And this spot right here is absolutely gorgeous. So we'll shoot in here a little bit, probably backlit with the sun behind us here. So the biggest thing I'm looking for is where that sun's going to be and when it's going to be there. So when I'm shooting, I want to know what time the sun's going down. And then you can get a feel for if we're going to get if you're going to get a very drastic difference between golden hour and blue hour. If you're shooting into blue hour, you want to keep that into account, because you want just a little bit of light still on your subject, but you don't want to blow them out and have it be too harsh. So there's a fine line between golden and blue. So this is a really great spot hidden in the back here. We're going to maybe pop into the greenery here a little bit. You've got this beautiful barn in the back here. I know we can go in the barn, but I'm not sure, but this path will be really nice. We'll kind of play with this light a little bit. One thing I love doing is playing with direct and indirect light. So shooting with this in the back I think will be really nice. Coming in here, we can go into the grasses a little bit, get a little direct, which I think would be great. A little direct here, that'll be really pretty. Oh, there's this is someone's private property, which is amazing to me. So this path is just very, very whimsical. So I'm hoping we'll get a little bit of light here, but it might have gone for the day. So these are the biggest things that I'm taking into account. Like this spot will be really great for maybe sort of walking up the stairway, or sitting on it a little bit, just to get a little bit of that variation in heights instead of standing all the time. And then we're going to come up here. I mean, this is just gorgeous. And we're going to pop around. So we're going to find this one spot right here. The secret garden. So essentially we're going to shoot right along where that sun is just hitting us, because it'll glow them really nicely. So we're going to scooch around. We're going to do a little bit in the pond, I think, at the end. Perhaps get in the boat that's over here. And there's a great tree around here. So all this shaded area is lovely. It'll create something very flawless and smooth. If you're shooting middle of the day, you need shade. That's the only thing that's going to help make things just very smooth. The only thing is, if you're shooting a wedding, you likely won't always have shade available, so it's just got to be consistent. So this spot is going to be absolutely beautiful. I'm just not quite sure if I can get her onto the tree, so we'll try and navigate that, because I think there's just so much character there, which is really cool. And then we do have access to the little boat that's over here, to a little rowboat. So I might get her to row underneath the willows here, get a lot of reflection there. So lots of variety, which is really cool. We're losing a lot of the light over here already. So I won't spend a ton of time here. I'm hoping that the sun will kind of pivot around. So we'll start sort of at the back of the property for now, and then work our way around to the front. So tonight's session is just for a solo female. However, the purpose of this shoot is actually to scout the area and get a feel for light and where I want to shoot. I'm going to be doing a styled elopement here in a couple weeks. So this will give us a really great idea. I know we can go over onto this bridge that's right here. Just have to be careful because tonight we're actually shooting with some of my dresses from my client closet. So we just have to be a little bit more cautious. Here we could shoot from here as long as I'm shaded by that big tree over there, but I see right there, that sun just changed. So as long as we're just in the shade, we can get a little bit of direct light on my model, and should be good. So that in a nutshell is how I will scout an area for light and assessing kind of where we're going to shoot. I want to make sure we've got standing, sitting, lying, whatever it is that you want to bring into the shoot. Make sure we have some really good spots with the light, and we make sure we shift with the light. So tracking exactly where that sun's going to be is super valuable, because you know you're going to see that the sun is going to pivot over the top of these trees in a little while, and we want to make sure that as we shoot, that's where we're following. There are going to be sometimes circumstances where you can't actually scout the area before you get there, and those are the times when Google Earth will be your friend. You can choose the time of sunset and kind of get a gauge as to where the light is. But anyways, I hope that's really helped, and I'm now going to find my model and shoot it here.